You've probably been told you're special. No, not by your mother. By society. The fact is, as humans, we like to believe that every aspect of our existence is completely unique to us. You could probably even think of it as a kind of biological ethnocentrism. Now, just to be clear, I'm not here to make the argument that humans are exactly the same as other animals, even though that may be a reasonable definition for some members of our species. So what are some of the attributes that we like to think are so completely unique to us?
Actually, thumb drives are pretty unique to humans.
Well, one common claim is tool use. We like to think that we're the only creature on the planet that can manipulate our environment beyond our biological capabilities. But factually, this just isn't true. In fact, there's evidence of tool use among varying animal species, such as birds and dolphins, for example. But perhaps more intriguing is the fact that tool use is exceptionally common in our closest animal relatives, primates. Now, I know what you're thinking. Some monkey probably hit another monkey on the head with a stick, and some scientist probably called it a tool. Well, you'd probably be right. In all seriousness though, research often confirms that non-human primates, and particularly great apes, will commonly utilize tools for a variety of different purposes. Some experts may even argue that the extent of tool use in these animals could be thought of as in the context of some form of societal culture. Similar to this, chimpanzees have been known not only to utilize, but also to manufacture their own tools. This is true both in captivity and in the wild, which could imply cognitive rationalization is occurring. Perhaps tool use in chimps can show us just how close we really are to these creatures. Okay, now before I lose you to academic boredom, allow me to explain what these non-human primates are actually using tools for. It's not like a monkey is going to be changing a tire anytime soon. Well, for one, chimps love to eat, and obtaining this goal serves as a centerpiece for their tool use. For example, chimps will often utilize a piece of vegetation or a stick to help them effectively fish for an excellent source of protein: insects. Now, this is a more complex procedure than many may realize. Not only do chimps need to select the appropriate tool for this situation, but research shows that they will often prepare the tool before using it. When ready, they will insert the tool into a source of insects, such as a termite mound or a tree hole, and after some time, they will remove the tool, which will bring with it lunch. This is a clever and effective way of finding otherwise unreachable food. Another fascinating example comes when chimpanzees have been observed utilizing stone tools, basically as hammers, to crack open nutshells. It's also noted that this is often a learned skill that juvenile apes will become familiar with through observation and later application, which confirms that tool use is not merely a random spontaneous event, but is actually more similar to how humans will utilize tools. Interestingly enough, non-human primates have also been observed utilizing tools for what many may deem as less essential purposes. One of the more interesting examples of this comes in the way chimpanzees will utilize leaves. Now, in line with feeding, they have been observed utilizing leaves as a form of drinking utensil by essentially sponging liquid into their mouths. But they will also utilize them for a variety of cleaning purposes, such as brushing away unwanted debris from a surface, or even using them as essentially napkins to wipe themselves. So what does all this mean? We're not special. Well, at least we're not entirely as special as we may like to believe. Other primates, but specifically great apes, like chimpanzees, shared a common ancestor with humans more recent than any other animal, and the use of tools in these animals highlights this fact. The truth is, maybe we are special, but we're closer to apes than you might think. Well, actually, we are apes.